Welcome back, YouTubers. It's Brandon Marvin talking about my Yugo Model 57 Tokerov. A little information about the Model 57 is its copy of a Russian TT-33. The little thing about the Yugoslavians, Model 57 is the longer hand grip versus as many other variants out there. And the magazine. The magazine's a little longer than many of the other ones you would find. The Yugoslavian Model 57, of course, came from Yugoslavia. It features all the same as a TT-33 and many of the other variants and stuff like that. Let's see if we can get a good shot here. As you can see here, there's an emblem. This is the Yugoslavian crest, and I don't know if you can see very well on there, but there's 6 torches, and the crest there almost looks like flames, but there's 6 on there, and some of the other variants have 5 of the Yugoslavian models, but, you know, I'm not too sure what all that means, so I'm just gonna point that out. If you like to collect, there you go. Get one with 6 and 5, you know, go through all that. I'm not so much on collecting, I just like to shoot. But as you can see here, it's a really nice slim pistol. Really slim. I've heard good stories about these Yugoslavian Model 57s, that they are very reliable and that they are very accurate pistols. So excited to get this and shoot it. It shoots a 7.62x25mm cartridge, same as a PPSH 41 or the randoms you see out there a lot. I don't have a cartridge with me, unfortunately. It's somewhat hard to find. I mean, you can still buy the tins out there, but it's not going to be anywhere like Academy or stuff like that. So, be warned. To reference the size of the cartridge, it'd be between a 9mm with somewhat of a 7.62x39 bullet. So it's a fairly big round. A lot of stopping power. But as you can see, it's really, overall, looks like a badass gun to me. Everything's on there. It's supposed to be modeled off the US model 1911, and this is what the Russians kind of came up with. You can kind of see somewhat where they got it based off the 1911 with the front end here curved like so. Magazine weld, stuff like that. I mean, it somewhat looks like a 1911, just a little rounded at the end here. They added a different type of trigger components to it than the 1911, but other than that, it's somewhat similar. Little history about this. The original design, the TT-33, was made in 1933 by the United States of Soviet Russia. It was used throughout World War II, and then in about late 50s, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, and places like that started making their own copies of these. There is a copy out there made in China during the 50s. It shoots a 9mm cartridge, so if you prefer 9mm versus the 7.62, you can go out there, and I believe it's a Type 213, and that shoots a 9mm cartridge. I've seen only a couple of those out there. They're still imported, stuff like that. They're pretty cool to get. But if you like 9mm cartridges, go ahead, go for it. Nothing too much on that. I mean, somewhat fairly common. I bought mine for almost $300. That's because it was the Yugoslavian model, which is, in my opinion, better than its many other variants. But yeah, $300 isn't that bad, considering these are starting to dry up. People are buying them out. Same thing like the Moisans and the AKs, surplus AKs coming in. All that stuff starts to dry up, and then people start buying it for higher prices. So I still got mine at a decent price. Came with one magazine, as you see, and holster. And a cool little thing that I got with this holster was somebody's name was written in here at one point in time. I don't know if you could see it, but I'm not sure what it says, but it's on there. It's fairly used. Just a holster, and then on the back we have a 30 and I believe a 50. I don't know if this was a training number or this was an issue number or something like that, but most likely it would have been used for training purposes, maybe, if not police force. But other than that, fairly decent gun, very accurate. I'd recommend, if you like to collect surplus weapons, this would be one of them. My next video, I'll do disassembly of this and get that out there for a lot of people that don't know how to disassemble it, or you know, they have something wrong and they just kind of want to take it apart and learn about the pistol. Alright, well thanks, and leave your comments down below if you have any suggestions, anything like that. Try to make my videos better. I know I'm starting off, and I know I've been off for a while. I just came back from basic training, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video.